I'm really looking forward to his presence, the presence of Sec Duque at our third hearing of the Senate Committee of the Whole on PhilHealth. As I sinabi ko dati, no, siya yung institutional memory ng PhilHealth, having serving on the board for practically the past 2 decades, except for 1 year, 2016. So dapat alam ng lahat, ang maghahalos 2 dekada, no, nasa liderato ng PhilHealth si Sec Duque, as I said, since 2001. You know, I'd been at his silence during the first, that PhilHealth was again at the center of a storm of allegations about corruption. And I think he should really help us shed light on these various allegations over the past decade. Mula sa testimonya sa Senado, it would seem, no, na may mga grupo-grupo o mafia-mafia sa loob ng PhilHealth. And he, as the institutional memory, I'd really like to know from him what is the extent, if anything, of his involvement and what is the extent of his knowledge. Possible that it's zero, given his length of service in PhilHealth so far. Sabi nila bilyong-bilyong piso, and unfortunately mukhang may some kind of sistema sa loob ng corruption. PhilHealth wouldn't be possible without mafia or group inside, and that wouldn't be possible without some backer. So ang magiging tanong ko talaga kay Sec Duque, what do you know, sir? Imposibleng walang alam, because in those past 2 decades, he has served in positions of responsibility. Ngayon, second term na niya bilang chairperson of the board. He has served before as president, and he served once a member of the board ex officio as the head at one time of GSIS and at another time. So, kumbaga hindi mid-level, certainly not low-level lang na tao sa loob. So, he hopefully should and can give us in the Senate a bird's eye view the past 2 decades of PhilHealth to help us not that persistent, repeated allegations of corruption within the agency. Mukhang iba. And it's only since then again this year, the term mafia has been used to suggest that there are organized group inside. The second hearing last week, we saw the group accused last year and the group being accused this year saying, no, it's not us, it's them. The other one saying, no, it's not us. Yung mga natutukan ng internal fraud mechanism ng PhilHealth noon, say those many months that I worked on the board before. In fact, for example, it was the internal fraud mechanism that identified suspicious activities in what eventually led to the Senate's investigation of the cataract. So internal anti-fraud mechanism muna ng PhilHealth ang nag-flag niyan, and so the Senate was able to investigate it. Not that term. It's a very different connotation since last year. Siguro dalawa, Barnaby. The first is that there seem to be 2 groups of people, mga responsible officials inside who were accused. One was accused last year. There's a different group accused this year. Magkaibang mga individual ito accused of being mafia. Actually, yes, that's what came out in the second hearing, because they were accused by separate whistleblowers last year and then this year. But now, during the interpellation in the second hearing, mukhang nag-aakusahan sa isa't isa. Sabi ko nga, parang Alice in Wonderland na to, curiouser and curiouser. Something that goes beyond mere disagreement or goes beyond misunderstanding. Hindi siya kayang saklawin ng presumption of regularity. So that's what we want to get to the bottom. And I guess the second is, eto nga, yung pananahimik ni Sec Duque. I would have expected bilang siya yung health secretary, and as health secretary, chair of the board ng PhilHealth, naging proactive sana siya before any of us asked any of these questions in the Senate hearing. Ano man lang nagtawag siya ng press conference or nag-issue ng statement to allay the very real, very understandable fears of the public na sa gitna ng pandemic, sa gitna nung we always want to be able to lean on a health system like PhilHealth, mag-uulit na naman yung ganitong mga seryosong aligasyon. Certainly, I welcomed temporary suspension of the IRM, and kaagad ang kailangan mangyari is a clear county. PhilHealth pre-position these funds, ano yung naging criteria nila. The issues of favoritism have to be addressed, and if true, the non-liquidation of initial issuances have to be. And I support also the call of Senator Ping that this be temporary for a clear defined period, kasi yung mga legit na mga hospital at health institutions pending legitimate claim, as you said, lalo na sa gitna ng pandemic, hindi dapat naantala forever. Yung IRM was first disaster situations like Yolanda and like the Taal eruption. Now may
arestado ang magpartner na persahan umanong pinagbebenta ng iligal na droga.
hindi natutulog ang mga balita. Kaya para sa pinakasariwang balita, mag-subscribe kayo sa aming YouTube channel. Para sa mga kapuso abroad, pwede nyo rin kaming makasama sa GMA Pinoy TV at sa www.gmanews.tv.
Para sa GMA Integrated News, Rafi Tima nakatutok 24 oras.